Well, for those of us that have been affected by Superstorm Sandy, it's been we've been off the grid, but you know what? It's Monday and we're back to work and we're talking politics. So we've got apparently a big election tomorrow in our country. And even though some of us don't have power at our polling stations, it's still going to go forward. And so I'm here with Keith Bliss from Catone. Everybody's been talking about, if Romney wins, the market's going to rise and rally. But if Obama wins, the market's going to rise and rally. And no one really knows what the market's going to do depending on who gets elected, right?
Well, I wish I had a crystal ball like a lot of people did, but you're absolutely right, Deborah. We don't know what's going to happen. I will say this, though. The reason that people are saying it's going to rally either way is because whoever gets elected, we're starting to understand what their policies will be, how they will interact with Congress. The fiscal cliff is still looming despite the bad distraction that we had last week and the distraction of the political arena that we've been in for the last year. So if President Obama gets reelected, we know that there's a fight that will happen about the fiscal cliff and what's going to go there, and we'll start to get some direction next week. If Mitt Romney gets elected, we think the fiscal cliff will be averted, and then there'll be some other policies that we'll deal with. Either way, people will now have some more firm footing on which to trade upon, and that's what we're really looking for.
So it's more of an uncertainty issue then. It's that, we start to take the uncertainty out of the market.
That's absolutely right. So it's one of those things to get the uncertainty out of the market. The House and the Senate don't look like they're going to change their complexion at all. It's still going to be a Republican House and a Democratic Senate. We still know that we're going to get some gridlock with those two entities. But I think once we get through this election, the problem the last 2 years is the gridlock has been so substantial because of the political environment about who's going to be president. Once we get that cleared out, then they'll start making some deals, and hopefully the government will start working again like it's supposed to.
There's also a lot of talk, that if Romney gets elected, then he's going to, boot Ben Bernanke out of his office. Is that expected?
Well, he said that he would make Ben Bernanke a short-timer in that job. And I, of course, don't have conversations with Chairman Bernanke, but it's been a tough 4 years for the man. He's a very smart man. I think he's done yeoman's work in steering us through these things. Don't agree with every one of his policies, but who does? But I think he's probably had enough, and certainly Mitt Romney has different policies that he would like to impose, different from President Obama. So yeah, it's pretty certain that Chairman Bernanke would be gone.
All right. Well, for now on Monday, it looks like stocks are trading down on low volume ahead of the election on Tuesday, and I'm Deborah Borchardt reporting for The Street.